Hello everyone and welcome back to Hello Word. I am your host, Alex, and I am absolutely thrilled to have you join me for another episode of our language learning journey. Today, we are diving into a wonderfully active and energizing topic that focuses on common words you might encounter when talking about staying fit and healthy. In this episode, we will concentrate on everyday terms that relate to a visit to the gym or a general fitness routine. Our main goal is to bring you clear definitions, practical usage examples, and helpful tips so you can be confident using these words in real-life situations. Whether you are an avid gym-goer or just someone curious about how to discuss fitness in English, I hope this episode will become a valuable reference to boost your vocabulary, sharpen your speaking ability, and keep you motivated to learn new expressions every single day. Before we get started, I would like to remind you that learning a language is most effective when it is practiced consistently and in a variety of contexts. That means repeating words aloud, writing them down, or even challenging yourself to use new expressions in conversations with friends. If you can, try creating short dialogues or journaling your daily experiences in English, especially around the topic of fitness and exercise. This helps transform new words into active vocabulary that you can easily recall whenever you need them. Now, let us jump right in and explore the words we have prepared for you today. Get ready for an exciting workout of your English language skills. Let us begin with the word gym. A gym is a place dedicated to physical exercise and fitness, filled with equipment for activities such as weightlifting, running, or cycling. People often visit a gym to improve their health, build muscle, lose weight, or maintain a healthy lifestyle. In everyday conversation, you will hear someone say, "I am heading to the gym after work," which conveys their plan to spend time exercising. Another common phrase might be, "Do you want to join me at the gym tomorrow morning?" In this case, the speaker is inviting someone to come along and share a fitness session. You might also hear the word gym used more generally to describe physical education classes in schools, such as, in high school, "I loved going to gym because it helped me stay active." In a more casual context, if someone says, "I have a gym membership, but I never use it," they are pointing out that they are paying for the facility but are not making the most of it. This word is very useful when talking about your fitness habits or asking others about theirs. If you can confidently mention that you go to the gym 3 times a week or that you will meet a friend at the gym, you will sound fluent and natural when discussing your exercise routine. Next, we have the word barbell. A barbell is a long metal bar that can have weights attached to both ends. People typically use barbells for exercises such as squats, deadlifts, or bench presses because they allow for significant weight to be lifted safely. Barbells come in various sizes and weights, and you can add or remove weight plates depending on your fitness goals or workout routine. In everyday conversation, you might hear the phrase, "I finally increased the weight on my barbell," meaning the speaker has become stronger and can handle more load. One common sentence you might use is, "Could you help me load the barbell for my next set?" This is a request for assistance when adding or removing weight plates. Another example is, "Make sure to keep proper form when lifting the barbell," which is a reminder to maintain a correct posture and alignment to avoid injuries. Additionally, people may say, "I prefer working out with a barbell rather than dumbbells," which highlights a personal preference for one piece of equipment over another. Familiarizing yourself with the term barbell helps you better describe specific exercises and routines, especially when you are speaking about strength training. Now, let us talk about weight training. Weight training is a type of exercise that uses weights like barbells, dumbbells, or weight machines to build muscle strength and endurance. Often, you will find that people who participate in weight training focus on different muscle groups on different days to give each area adequate rest and recovery. In everyday speech, you might hear something like, "I have started a new weight training program to tone my arms and legs." This indicates that someone is purposefully using resistance exercises to achieve a fitness goal. In a daily context, people commonly say, "Weight training helps me feel stronger and more energetic," or "I combine weight training with cardio for a balanced workout routine." Another example might be, "My personal trainer recommended weight training twice a week to build my core muscles." Conversations around weight training often revolve around topics such as increasing weights progressively or finding the correct techniques to avoid injuries. If you ever share your own fitness routine, you might say, "My routine includes weight training, running, and yoga," demonstrating that you are familiar with the term and its significance in the realm of fitness. Our next expression is biceps curl. A biceps curl is a specific exercise targeting the biceps, the large muscle group in the front of the upper arm. Typically performed with a dumbbell or barbell, a biceps curl involves bending your arm at the elbow to lift the weight toward your shoulder, then lowering it back down in a controlled manner. In casual conversation, you might say, "Today is arm day, so I will be doing biceps curls and triceps exercises." This conveys that you are focusing on strengthening your arms. Another useful sentence is, "Make sure you keep your elbows close to your body during biceps curls," which emphasizes good technique and alignment. In discussions about exercise frequency, someone could mention, "I usually do 3 sets of 10 reps of biceps curls to build muscle." Biceps curl is a key phrase for anyone interested in talking about specific exercises for upper body strength. Whether you are at the gym or simply describing your fitness routine to someone, knowing the term biceps curl and how to use it in context will help you sound more knowledgeable and confident in the realm of fitness discussions. Let us move on to dumbbell. A dumbbell is a short bar with weights on both ends, usually used in pairs, although you can use a single dumbbell for certain exercises. Unlike a barbell, which is long and held with 2 hands, a dumbbell is shorter and can be gripped in one hand, giving you more flexibility in isolating certain muscles. You might hear, "I grabbed a pair of 15-pound dumbbells for my shoulder exercises," which implies you have selected specific weights for your workout. In everyday conversation, you may also come across statements like, "I prefer using dumbbells for chest presses because they allow for a greater range of motion," or "I need to buy heavier dumbbells since the ones I have are no longer challenging." If a friend asks, "How do you do a proper dumbbell biceps curl?" you can explain the steps and emphasize maintaining proper posture. Dumbbell is a core fitness word that you will encounter frequently in workout videos, gym classes, and daily conversation related to exercise equipment. Next up is bench press. Bench press refers to both the exercise and the equipment used to perform it. However, most commonly, people say they are doing a bench press to describe the specific exercise of pressing a barbell or pair of dumbbells upward while lying on a flat bench. Bench pressing is often used to build chest, shoulder, and triceps strength. In casual speech, you might hear someone mention, "My bench press has really improved in the past few months," which indicates they are getting stronger and lifting more weight. A typical conversation might include, "I usually do 3 sets of bench press, followed by push-ups for a complete chest workout." You could also say, "When you do a bench press, remember to keep your feet flat on the ground to stabilize your body." Another example phrase is, "Could you spot me on this bench press?" This is a common request for a workout partner to help in case the weight becomes too heavy. Using the term bench press accurately demonstrates your understanding of both the exercise and its role in strength training routines. Now, let us focus on the phrase "to train." While it can be used in many contexts, in the world of fitness, to train typically means to engage in regular exercise or practice in order to improve fitness or skill. For example, if someone says, "I train 3 days a week for my upcoming marathon," it indicates a structured approach to running and endurance. In a more general context, To train can also mean preparing for a certain sport or physical activity by following a specific regimen. You may say, I want to train with a personal trainer so I can learn proper form for weightlifting. In day-to-day conversation, people often simplify it and say, I train at the local gym, or I am training for a tennis tournament right now. These expressions underscore a sense of dedication and consistency. If you're traveling, you might comment, I need to find a place to train while I am on vacation, showing that you plan to continue your fitness routine. Mastering the phrase to train helps you talk about various workouts, sports, and preparation for physical challenges. Next on our list is exercise ball, often known as a Swiss ball or stability ball. An exercise ball is a large inflatable ball used for workouts that focus on balance, stability, and core strengthening. In daily conversation, you might say, I like using an exercise ball when I do crunches because it really challenges my balance. This implies that you are familiar with how the ball can intensify focused workouts. Another instance might be, my physical therapist recommended an exercise ball to improve my posture. Some people keep an exercise ball in their office and use it as a chair. In such a scenario, they might say, sitting on an exercise ball helps me engage my core muscles while working. Another example is, when you do back extensions with an exercise ball, make sure you keep your movement slow and controlled. The term exercise ball is extremely useful when describing various core and stability exercises, especially if you want to engage in workouts that focus on posture and body alignment. Moving on, let us discuss the word mat. A mat in the context of fitness is a cushioned surface placed on the floor to provide a comfortable area for exercises like yoga, Pilates, or general stretching. You might hear someone say, I always bring my own yoga mat to class, indicating the importance of personal equipment for hygiene and familiarity. Mats can vary in thickness and material, with thicker mats providing more support for your joints when doing exercises on a hard floor. In casual speech, a friend might remark, I forgot my mat, so I will have to do my stretches on a towel, or have you seen my mat? I left it near the weights. Another common usage is, I just bought a new mat for Pilates because my old one was too slippery. Using the word mat correctly allows you to specify that you are talking about the equipment used for floor-based exercise, rather than just a rug or carpet. It is a straightforward term that often pops up in discussions about yoga, at-home workouts, or any exercise that requires a secure, padded surface. Now let us look at ergometer, also commonly called an exercise bike. An ergometer is a stationary bicycle that allows you to pedal indoors, measuring factors like distance, speed, and calories burned. People use exercise bikes for cardiovascular workouts that improve endurance and help burn calories. In a casual conversation, someone might say, I prefer using an exercise bike instead of running on the treadmill because it is easier on my knees. This indicates a personal fitness choice related to comfort and joint impact. You could also hear, I do 30 minutes on the ergometer before lifting weights as a warm-up, meaning the person likes to elevate their heart rate and get their muscles engaged before strength training. Another phrase might be, I watched a show on my tablet while using the exercise bike, which shows how some individuals pass the time while working out. If you're at the gym, you might comment, the exercise bikes are all taken, so I will have to wait a bit. Using the word ergometer or exercise bike proficiently demonstrates your familiarity with various cardio machines available in a gym setting. Next, let us explore the word treadmill. A treadmill is a machine equipped with a moving belt that allows you to walk or run in place. Treadmills are common in many gyms and homes, providing a convenient way to exercise regardless of the weather. A typical daily usage might be, I run on the treadmill for 20 minutes every morning to improve my stamina, or I love listening to music while I jog on the treadmill. These phrases highlight how the device fits into a person's fitness routine. In an everyday situation, you could also say, during the winter, I rely on the treadmill because it is too cold to run outside. This shows how treadmills can be helpful in adverse weather conditions. Another example is, could you show me how to adjust the speed and incline on this treadmill? If you want to emphasize your planning, you might say, I did some interval training on the treadmill last night. That means you varied the speed and intensity of your running to challenge your cardiovascular system more effectively. Incorporating treadmill into your fitness vocabulary lets you talk about indoor running and walking, as well as strategies for improving overall endurance. Now, let us talk about elliptical trainer. An elliptical trainer is a stationary exercise machine that simulates activities like stair climbing, walking, or running without placing too much pressure on the joints. Its pedals move in an elliptical path, which is how it gets its name. You might hear someone say, my knees hurt less when I use the elliptical trainer compared to jogging on concrete. This shows how this machine is often used by those who need a low-impact form of cardio. A friend might mention, I like the elliptical trainer because it engages both my arms and legs at the same time. This highlights the fact that elliptical machines usually have handles that allow you to push and pull, adding an upper body workout as well. Another example could be, I usually do 15 minutes on the elliptical trainer after warming up. If you're guiding someone at the gym, you might say, to get the most out of the elliptical trainer, keep your spine straight and use your arms actively. Knowing this term allows you to describe another popular cardio option that many people include in their routines for a full body workout. Next, we have rowing machine. A rowing machine is a piece of fitness equipment that replicates the motion of rowing a boat in water. It primarily works the muscles in your back, arms, legs, and core. You might hear someone say, I love the rowing machine because it gives me a total body workout, suggesting that they appreciate how many different muscle groups are activated. Another person may remark, the rowing machine is challenging, but it really helps improve my cardio fitness. In more casual language, you could say, I tried the rowing machine for the first time today, and my arms are exhausted. This indicates you had a tough workout using muscles that might not be engaged through other exercises. Another example might be, make sure to keep your back straight when using the rowing machine to avoid injury. If you need to talk about your gym routine, you might say, my routine includes running, weightlifting, and a few minutes on the rowing machine for a full body challenge. Adding the phrase rowing machine to your vocabulary allows you to discuss one of the most effective pieces of cardio equipment in the gym. Finally, let us explore the word bench. In a fitness setting, a bench typically refers to a sturdy, flat bench that you can sit or lie on during various exercises. While bench press is one specific exercise done on the bench, there are many others, such as dumbbell rows, triceps dips, or even step-ups if you position the bench at an appropriate height. If someone says, can you hand me that dumbbell? I am about to do some rows on the bench, you know exactly what they mean. In daily conversation, you might hear, the adjustable bench in the gym is my favorite piece of equipment because I can use it for multiple exercises. If a friend remarks, I will be using the bench for the next 5 minutes, it indicates they are still in the middle of their workout. Another example is, make sure the bench is stable before you start your exercise. Knowing how to use the word bench in a fitness context helps you communicate precisely about your workout setup and the equipment you plan to use. We have reached the end of today's vocabulary workout, and I hope you feel more confident talking about fitness routines and gym equipment in English. We discussed a variety of words including gym, barbell, weight training, biceps curl, dumbbell, bench press, to train, exercise ball, mat, ergometer or exercise bike, treadmill, elliptical trainer, rowing machine, and bench. My goal has been to help you grasp not just the definitions, but also the real-life ways these words show up in conversations and everyday fitness contexts. When you apply them in your own speech, you will find that your confidence and fluency increase in talking about exercise, routines, and personal health goals. If you enjoyed this episode and found it useful, be sure to subscribe to Hello Word so you never miss a future installment. It would also mean a lot if you took a moment to leave a review. Your feedback helps us create better content and reach more learners looking to sharpen their English language skills. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and I cannot wait to explore more new words and phrases with you in our next episode. Stay active, keep learning, and I will catch you in the next session of Hello Word. Safe travels on your language learning journey.